Welcome to February. We're here again to recap the January 2024 real estate market for the areas that we operate in, go over some rates and what they've done to start off the year. And so I'm joined, as always, by Mike Hogan with Chimney Rock Mortgage. And so we'll start off with some real estate information. To start off the year for January, we actually did see housing prices go up a little bit. If you look at the median home price and the average, both of them increased between like 1.5 to 5, depending on which number you looked at. So really good start for housing prices to start the year. We saw a jump up in inventory, which was really good. And if you look at January numbers, like the lagging number there is actually the number of homes that actually sold. And so, that's typically a 30 to 45 day lag, and things that pended in December, which finishing off the year last year was kind of.
Well, yeah, and I think some of those numbers are kind of basically what we talked about last time. Is we thought that home appreciation would continue, and home sales were starting to pick up.
Yeah, and fundamentally, it's kind of an exciting time in the sense that, and you'll go over it, with rates, but we saw rates come down off of the 25, 30-year October highs, and we haven't really seen inventory match the change in rates. And so people are, kind of coming out of hibernation from the winter and taking some action.
Well, yeah, I think when it comes to rates, they certainly are off the 25-year high. They have stabilized. Rates change every day, just like stocks trade, but by and large, they're trading in the same channels, if you will, to keep rates pretty much where they're at. For the most part, interest rates are 7% or under. Some of the products are even a little bit lower than that. So, I think it has. Certainly, people are coming out of their hibernation and starting to look for homes again.
Yeah. I saw. So if you're a buyer, whether it's first time or not, it seems like from realtor perspective that FHA, VA products, like interest rates, pretty good right now.
Yeah, the government lending products are really good. And it's not really all that surprising considering some of the things that the conventional lends did with their loan levy and price adjustments, which is a very complicated way of saying they've artificially pushed prices or rates up higher. So, FHA and VA are certainly become a very popular product with buyers, and interest rates are great.
Yeah. So, again, kind of a topic of timing the market. People that are waiting for rates to come down, the Fed has indicated that they don't see the need or intend. I don't remember their exact wording, and they're very crafty with their wording, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a rate decline from the Fed in March.
No, I think that the interest rate markets have kind of priced in a 50% chance that they were going to have a rate decrease in March, and I think that is probably absolute zero chance of that happening now. I think some people are looking towards May, which is really kind of what the Fed has been more saying even for the last 3 to 6 months, is saying, hey, look, it's not going to be in early 2024 when we start to reduce rates.
Yeah. So how does that affect interest rates on a mortgage for the consumer?
So the thing that the Federal Reserve Bank is looking at predominantly is inflation and employment. And employment seems to still be quote unquote full. And inflation is a little bit higher. The numbers that came out this last month showed a 2.4% year over year. They would like it to be at 2%. So as the Fed is lowering their rates, so mortgage rates would also tend to follow because they also don't like inflation. So while there isn't necessarily a direct correlation to the Fed overnight rate as there is to like car loans and home equity lines of credit, they tend to follow each other.
Yeah. And personally, I kind of believe that it's a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing with interest rates and whatever the Fed's going to do or not do. And so if all indications are May, we'll probably see some of that baked into rates in March, April, timeframe in anticipation of what they're going to do, if I had to guess.
No, I think you're right. I think if you look at where interest rates started the year at, or even in the middle of January, where they were slightly better than they are today, that's, like I said, they were pricing in a 30 to 50% chance that there'd be a Fed rate decrease in March. I agree with you. As we get closer and closer to the projected decrease, mortgage rates will get better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, right now, I think there's several opportunities in our market. It's property specific, but houses that have been sitting for a while, there's still affordability options that are out there that exist, whether it's your temporary or permanent rate buy downs, or even like the loan type. There's some advantages between the loan types. So, if you're thinking about buying or even selling in this market, like we'd love to sit down and have the opportunity to put together a strategy for you on how that can fit within a budget, time frame, and all that stuff. And so if somebody does need financing, where can they reach you at?
Well, they can reach us at 509-747-1300, or you can also find us on the World Wide Web at chimneyrockmortgage.com.